Hey good people, it's the Crypto Sniper. Haven't done something out YouTube side on crypto for a while, and you can see why. It hasn't been a particularly interesting market. It's been a bit benign. This is Bitcoin against the dollar, of course. And just sticking head above the pulpit to give you a quick heads up. So, very interesting traditional markets that have seen me emerge myself in FX emergings, etc. But these things all overlap eventually and do play a role with the three logos, the one being the Crypto Sniper. By the way, you can buy these t-shirts as well if you want in the merchandising bit, so have a look out for that, as well as a coffee mug and various other things. I don't mind if you don't, I really don't. But some people have asked for it, so we put it up there. So what we got, we got a bit of volume on the chart. And the point I'm going to be highlighting to you today, and I've done complete draws for my people, is that there is indeed a possibility that something is simmering for Bitcoin. So if I just I'll take the black and I'll do some arrows for you. We typically trade low volatility moments, and overall there is a compression going on here. And the last actual move was in fact an up move. In fact, we can do it in a more interesting color, green for up. And there was a nice little squeezy Japanesey that gave that as well. You could have extended it for the whole aspect of that. And then you got an exhaustive high. This is Bitstamp. On one or two others, there's been a kind of a spike high here that may even be equivalent or lower, or higher, apologies. But for us, this is the construct of what we typically look for. And inside of that, there's also clear evidence that even in the down legs are more moderated. You're getting falling wedges like that, whilst the up legs have been quite buoyant. Again, quite a buoyant candle here. If I highlight it in, let's do it in green. There, quite a buoyant up move. It did muffin top a little bit, which I'm not a big fan of. We don't like muffin tops particularly because it had the steep descent on the other side, and the muffin top being all your raisins on top there with your steep sides as a second impulse. But within all of that, he says there was some evidence which we refer to as well, you'll learn all about it on a program, but I'll just draw the line anyway. If you're interested, the links are below. Book a call and a chat if you want to find out more. And there's chance and time, that possibility that the crypto aspects will, if this occurs, start warming up. So there is a basing line through there. And again, a little bit of a wedge structure, which once again gives us a little bump. And even here, there's a descending basing line and a tight little squeezy Japanesey. Now, in the two other times that we've identified these relative wedge structures, I'll just use red just because I haven't used it. Whoops, let's take you off. We've had nice little bumps out of these. And I would be expecting the same from here. So nice little push out, squeeze of the volatility, and then I would actually expect a break, and you could indeed see numbers right up to the 7,600s being run, if this turns out to be the larger continuation pattern we think it may be. Now, it's very early in a new trend. When I say a new trend, literally this is your 4K, potentially the low of the lows of Bitcoin. I'm not sure that'll necessarily be the case. I think there's a chance. The only thing that concerns me about how Bitcoin has behaved, it's clear all of those lovely, beautiful Picasso-like strokes of genius. If we just remove that from the point to keep in mind on the bigger time frame is that this was a horrific selling-based panic. It was exceedingly steep. It was overdone, and there was a little bit of a bounce. So let's get this view correct so that we can actually get a bit more data on here. Was a very, very nasty convex, and there was a lot of people clearly in some form of pain in there that had to get out and had to get their hands in cash. And this, of course, this is why I say you can't separate the traditional markets and the traders and speculators from the crypto people. The human element is the common denominator between this virtual world and this traditional trading markets. And when people need cash, they sell everything. And if they need it badly, they need it badly. So that's kind of what went down. So this was a very nasty little spiller. And then we thought there was a decent chance that would hold. Now the problem we have is we haven't had much time and we haven't really got very far away. Now some people reporting there's a number of people adding, whoops, that's just a medley of lines, we'll take it away, that this particular continuation, this recent period, through Coinbase has seen quite a few new accounts be opened and various other things going on. But I would say there is a probability or a decent chance, I'm not saying it's the highest probability or the lowest, I haven't determined that, but there's a potential that another leg of fear could occur. In other words, do you think the stock market has bottomed and it's all hunky-dory and we're going up from here and this was a buy the damn dip moment? If you do, then we're probably at the bottom of Bitcoin. If you are awaiting the real tightening of the ratchet on the financial failure and the economic element of this pandemic that appears to have been created for us, then you will expect fear and loathing and selling whatever they have again and a rush for cash again. Now, I think the biggest hurt comes in the first time in cryptos because this is not a crypto-driven event. But the stock market, the next stage down could be even bigger. And they won't have any more cryptos to shore them up. They will have sold out most of them. But we will still have a little bit of down. Because then it'll be talks of jobs being lost, bank money being frozen, bailouts, 2008 extreme fear. We're waiting for that Lehman moment, that second stage for the financial element. I'm not fooled that this is over. And we may even have repeat lockdowns. There's a whole script waiting for you. You don't get hit with one punch. There's a combination. There's the whole whiskey, soda, bum, left, right, and a next one, and then a blow below the belt when you bent over and a knee. This is what your control structure's got planned for you. They need you to eat whatever solution they come with. And as a result, they need you proper battered up where you'd sign anything. Anyway, I sense I'm straying from the technical gist of this. But so while it might give a little bump up for the meantime and could even overperform, until we show some real momentum, upside momentum, I'm not ruling out another possible down leg later on that could run the 4K low, which could mean you start to be, this is 3.2 and that's 4K. So our original hypothesis of this all being a massive continuation pattern comes under threat at that point, and we acknowledge that. And we say, that's good, it's feedback. That's clearly not the hypothesis. We throw it away and we start talking about falling wedges instead. It's simple. That's what you do. You don't, you just adjust according to what the market feedback is telling you. Now, I would have imagined, had we not had the bedwetting moments of the traditional markets, that in actual fact this would be pretty well set up for what we originally had. But that's events, dear boy, and events occur, and you don't cry about that fact. And it's in fact an event that we've been talking about a lot. There, that little power button, reset. That's what it is. And there's your market sniper and there's your crypto sniper, and they all overlap, and the accuracy is the point in the middle. So what do we need to do? Well, maybe take a little bump in crypto as a potential trade, but don't get married to it. Don't stay necessarily net long, because the next bit of fear will come quickly and catch you by surprise. So with this insight, is the Bitcoin the best one that is like this? Because actually, if you have a look across your cryptos, and I will once again just keep that under eyes wrap, if you have a look at the other cryptos, there are, second biggest crypto is Ethereum. You all know that. How's it set? In a very similar way is how it's set. In other words, there is across a number of the core cryptos, and you can apply that to BAB, you can apply it to EOS. I assess that right now you're probably looking at a key moment where you could get in really cheap for a little bump to the upside. So much so that I'm seeing 170s from 130 here. Now that's not the 5x and all the stuff that you were used to during ICO season, but that was lunacy and that didn't survive. And running up to 170, that's $40 on 130. That's a 33% return, possibility of a little bit of overperformance. It's better than a kick in the backside. So that's my take. Short and medium term potential bumps to crypto, long term vulnerable to the turning of the screw and a new slapdown in the traditional markets, leading to fear and panic selling for cash in the crypto market. That is my view on crypto right now as I stand. I will be taking short terms with targets that I will actually clear off and then maybe get back into safety for now until I am very clear that the next stage of this financial crisis that has been engineered and brought about and pushed over the cliff right now with this pandemic is all getting into the next gear. And then after that moment, I'm expecting a clean run once all the scared money has jumped in crypto. But it could mean that 4K and that 32K that I've highlighted might be run. Okay, all very good. Signing out, and thanks for staying faithful to the channel. And by the way, grab the links. Free material on exactly what we do. More detailed versions of this are being made available in premium with all the elements that we discuss in the drawing. And this is a totally transferable skill. And now is the reset, guys. We've been very fortunate to have a good flow of new people coming in, both from the traditional market side and from a crypto background. Grab the free stuff if you're not sure if it's for you. Otherwise, book a call on the links below. And otherwise, just share and rate. And we thank you for being a fan and following us. All the best to you, and watch out for crypto over the next few hours into Thursday and non-farm day. By the way, we run non-farm payroll where we do a full hour and a half assessment of crypto, and you can come and participate on that. I forgot to mention, grab that link from our Twitter feed on the Market Sniper and the Crypto Sniper, just $195, and you can get the traditional market for an hour and a half, a nice half-hour break, and then another hour and a half full view of everything that we're looking at and how we are seeing the market, and that'll give you a great taste. Okay, bye for now.